I'm back. This is actually really my final video on the detoxing. So I wanted to do a full review. I actually figured out I have this camera that I can shoot videos with. A bit late, about 12 days. But here I am. I've actually made a list on my phone of everything that I felt about detox, and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you all the pros and cons. So yeah, let me start with, I would like to start about the whole ordering process, because I'm not just a person that just orders something, especially not something that's this expensive. I just say I did pay quite some money for this, and I think I'll get to that in the cons as well, but I did a lot of research, so I read reviews. I literally compared the pricing, like in a table of the different websites, and what they had included, and what the drinks were like. And I actually found that the one I ordered with, what's called Sapje, what means actually in Dutch juice, they were in a lot of reviews. So I don't know if they're just doing a lot of marketing, but I did feel like if a lot of people are reviewing them, there must be something good about them. So I decided to order from them. It was super easy. Like, you could select a date when they would deliver it. They deliver it frozen. You get the day before, you get like a 2 or 3 hour time frame sent. And yeah, and it arrived like perfectly in time. I did have some questions and I contacted them. They answered me like within, I think, an hour on my email. So yeah, I think Sapje is a very good one if you're in the Netherlands to order with. They actually even wrote me a super sweet like personal note. So I think that's also very nice. It's a personal touch. Also, if you look on their Instagram, it's a couple, and they tell their story, how they made their company, and the reason behind it, why they are focusing on how to feed your body with vitamins through food. So not with supplements and everything, but just to eat healthy. So I did like that before I ordered and stuff as well. So yeah, that's why I chose to go with them. So yeah, that's the reason why I chose them, and that's the ordering process. So then the juices arrived, and yeah, it's quite a lot, so you need to make some space in your freezer, because I do advise to only unfreeze them the day that you are actually going to drink them. So I needed to make some space. I'm not the person who has a lot of space in the freezer, so yeah, I did that. And yeah, now I have actually a lot of space in my freezer left, so I can cook again and freeze my meals. Yeah, and then you just unfreeze them. I put for the first 3 days them just in the fridge. My fridge is actually quite good in keeping stuff cool, and there also for the third day I needed to unfreeze some things in hot water. They do advise it, so it's fine. Like, if you need something urgently, you can just put it in hot water and unfreeze it. So that's that. So then I want to get a little bit into I wanted to start with the pros, because it is actually, I do feel in the end super happy I did it. I think it was tough. It was really hard. Not harder than I expected. I was expecting it to be tough, but when you're in it, it is like, wow. You might actually see my cats running, but they're a little bit in the play mode. But yeah, so let me start with the first pro. What I did, of course, love is that I lost 4 kilos. I know I will gain some back, but now I started eating some carbs in my diet again. So now I already gained 1 kilo back. Well, actually 600 grams, rounding it up. I think I'll gain probably the other 400 grams back as well, and maybe even a little bit more. But for me, it was more like a kickstart to a new lifestyle, and that's actually one of the other pros that I find. Like, I'm really focusing on eating healthy salads, like veggies in general, soups, like not order food every day, especially in the current time with Corona. It's so easy to just like, oh, let's just order food in today. Like, it's I see this happening on social media with so many people, and I find it healthy if I just make it myself. I know what's in it. I know it's like healthy ingredients, good ingredients. Yeah, so that's why I really wanted to get into that. Another good thing is that I did feel in the whole period of detoxing that I didn't have any cravings. Cravings in the sense of I do notice now already going back to normal eating that I get like an energy drop after I had carbs. What's normal because you put sugar in your body and then you get like the energy just goes like boom, like after an hour or something. I did notice in like during the detox you're hungry, but you're not just craving something. Like I wasn't thinking like, oh, I need pizza, oh, I want some pasta or something. Like I was just, yeah, you know, I'm hungry, but okay, I can't eat, so that's fine. What is actually nice, that's also a good thing about, like, you don't need to think about what am I going to cook again. You just have the juices per the set timings, and that's it. Yeah, you don't need to think about like what dinner choice are we having. Did I eat unhealthy yesterday? So now I need to eat healthy to get again today. I just felt it took so much like planning and like you didn't need to go grocery shopping. Like it saved a lot of time. So that's actually another good thing. You don't like if you have a family or kids and like you're busy, especially when we're going back to work soon. Like we need to get used to the like commuting times that we are now kind of like not used to anymore. At least for me, I work from home now. So all these things, like once we're going back to normal life, I think the detox is saving a lot of time. What is also, of course, definitely something what I would like to mention is that I don't think I would have done this if I would be going to the office. You're just more confronted with more food. Like I commute by train, so like in the train station, I know when I go to the office, I always smell in the train station like the freshly baked like croissants and stuff. So you know, for me, it's just better that I've done it now, where I wasn't tempted as much because I just didn't buy too much like unhealthy nice things. So yeah, that's actually I wouldn't do it when I would be going to the office. Then I did feel, I mentioned this before, but I did feel my smell improved. I can't explain it really, like how I've felt the difference, but you know, I just felt like I smelled everything much more strong. It's not that now I'm going back to normal eating that I'm missing it. Hey, Jinx, my cat. It's not that I'm missing it now. It's more that I feel that back in the dieting, in the detox diet, I'll smell better. What was also tough because then if Matthias would eat something super nice, I would like smell it so strongly, and it would be even harder that he was eating. But yeah, that's okay. It's something that you take in because it's he needs to eat, right? So that's fine. Also, my sleeping rhythm got very good. It's actually that my body felt, okay, you had now 8 hours of sleep, we need to wake up. Like I didn't have these like so-called food comas anymore, having a heavy dinner and then just feeling like you need to sleep because your body needs to process the food. I would just like go to bed and then 8 hours later my body would wake up. You know, like I could like almost put a timer on it. Like my body needs 8 hours. I've learned it over the years, and I noticed that's actually what happened. Like I woke up after 8 hours. Also, I did have no bloated body, like bloated stomach feeling anymore. It's actually even funny that I felt like my skin was tighter, and it does make sense because your skin takes in a lot of water. So the water in your skin is less because you don't eat carbs, so you don't hold the water. And therefore, it does make sense that your skin doesn't feel as thick when there's water in your skin. I did drink like the amount of water that I needed to drink, probably even more. You should drink like 2 to 3 liters during it. I think I probably drank 3 to 4 liters a day. But yeah, that's actually one of the things that I felt like my tummy was like I just felt slimmer in general, and it felt you feel great, right? Like no woman can tell me they don't feel better when they feel skinnier. So yeah. One of the things that they say, but I cannot really confirm that, but your body should be cleaner, and I do like it should clean your body from the inside. What does make sense? You don't take in any sugar, you don't take in any fats, you don't take in any like E numbers or anything. So yes, it does clean your body from the inside. So that's actually very good. Of course, also it enters the vitamins into your body, especially in the current Corona time. I do find it's really important that we get our vitamins. Our immune system needs it. And I try to get vitamins in general because it's via fruits and vegetables. But now, of course, you get quite a actually kind of like a vitamin shock having like so many vegetables. Like each drink I had about 400 grams of vegetables or fruits. So that's a lot, and I had like 5 of them a day. So that's actually really good. I also felt, as a final note, that my skin just got much better. I didn't have. I have quite a good skin, I think, in general. I just get randomly sometimes a spot, but not like extremely. Let me knock that on wood quickly. But I felt like my skin was quiet. It was nice. It was sometimes get quite like fat, like greasy skin, especially if I had a lot of like greasy fast food, but I didn't have anything of that. So yeah, in overall, there's a lot of pros, and I really like that. But of course, there are also some downsides. So I also shortly will give you my side of the downsides. There are, of course, a few things that are not nice about it, but I do feel, in general, as I said, it was a good thing. But of course, biggest downside is the hunger. It is tough. It takes a strong mindset. I find I really need to push myself to not just go like, hey, fuck this. I'm gonna, pardon my French. I'm gonna have something to eat. Like, why not? You are officially allowed to have some like raw vegetables, like just cut up peppers and have a snack. But I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to do the full experience. And yeah, so that's what I've done, and that's the downside. And of course, the drinks don't always taste great. I've done a review on most of my videos. You will see some just don't taste nice, but that's okay. I think that's something that makes sense. Like, of course, all vegetables with strong taste put together, they won't be always nice, but they are drinkable. It's not, except the last one with celery, yeah. So I didn't really like that one, but it's okay. Like, you just down it, like, nose, drink it, like, okay. Then I got super tired from most of the days, so I was happy I took some days off. I did it mainly over the weekend. I had a long weekend, so of 3 days, and that was good. And I think that really helped. But again, I said it before, working also distracts. So yeah, if you feel like you can do stuff, I would work or distract yourself in some way. The first 3 days, like, I was so tired. Actually, day 2 and 3 were probably the worst. What was for me Saturday and Sunday, what was good. I was like, whenever I needed to, even if I needed to get up and get a drink, like, I was like, oh, where am I gonna get this energy from to just go and get a drink myself? Because you need to drink a lot, right? So you need to get up, drink, get up, get drink. I, in the end, just put, instead of in the fridge, I put a big water filter can on the table and just had a drink like that. But I could have thought about it earlier. But we just figure stuff out as we go along. So there we go. Then from all the drinking, maybe not the thing that everybody wants to know about, but the amount of toilet trips I've done in these 5 days, I think are normally the amount of like toilet trips I take in a month. It was insane. Like, you need, like, your body just you feel like your body's washing through, and that's okay. But it was just like, I felt like really again, like, okay, but it does make sense, the amount of water, everything you drink. So yeah, then on top of the whole tiredness part, I also did get grumpy, and I was a bit like short-tempered. Matthijs had noticed it, and that's not nice for the people around you, of course. But I think I prepared for that, and I tried to watch out to not be too snappy, because the saying of hungry and angry being hangry, like, you're that 24/7. So yeah, you need to get used to it. I did also feel some muscle pains, but that's quite normal because you just, like, there's not any protein going into your body, so your muscles get quite painful. But yeah, that's just something, just like the hunger, it's fine. Like, you just kind of go through it, and you know it will end within a few days, so it's okay. Um, Probably the worst thing I find, but it's just a very personal thing, is that I couldn't drink any coffee. I just love my coffee in the morning. Today is the first day I'm not officially after detoxing anymore. The first thing I did this afternoon was like bought a very nice barista coffee, because you know we all have our like cravings or like favorites that are unhealthy, because I know that coffee is not the healthiest thing. But I just love it, the taste of it, the energy you get from it. I normally don't drink coffee after 1 o'clock because I don't want it to influence my sleeping rhythm. But yeah, so you know, it's one of the things that I found a big downside of it. But that's something also you kind of take into when you start the choice of doing it. Then one of the things that I finally notice now is that I do feel that now I'm eating again, my body needs time to process it. So I get tired now after eating. What actually is a good thing, but I forgot to mention, is that the portions I can eat are super small, and I think it's because like your stomach has gone small, right? So yeah, your body like doesn't need as much food anymore. I also feel like I do recognize a bit the difference between actual hungry and more the cravings feeling, where before I started the detoxing, that's also why I started it, I thought everything was hunger. So all the cravings, also for sweets, I just started eating something. Now I notice the difference. So that's actually good into helping me into a new, healthier lifestyle, because I actually now feel like I can really like know the difference and everything. But when I've eaten, I'm more tired, and that makes sense, but it's quite annoying, because you just like, I feel every time when I've eaten a bit tired afterwards, so that's not nice. So then I finally wanted to talk about the price. I do think like whenever you look at any detox, here in the Netherlands, it's quite expensive, I find. So this cost me, I think, about 150, 60 or something like that. I had like a 10 or 15% discount code. I found online actually on one of the reviews. And you know, it is a lot of money. But saying that, I do feel it does make sense why it costs so much. Let me put out first, this is no, like, I'm just reviewing this on my whole own, like how I feel, like, I'm not getting any sponsors or anything. I just wanted to do a review for myself. So, and actually I asked people if they wanted to see a review, and most people said yes. So, yeah, that's why I did it. But I do understand why it's so expensive. If you think about like every little bottle has about 400 grams of vegetables, and then it's also sometimes like not the, it's all biological as well, and it's also not like the normal ones that you buy, you know, the cheaper vegetables. It's actually the like some ones that you wouldn't like need to buy at a special like vegetable store. Like, I don't know if they have them in other countries, but here they have like these, like, it's called in Dutch groenteboer, where you just buy like, where you have special biological veggies. So yeah, I think therefore, and also what's quite important to mention as well is these glass bottles, they need to buy them. Of course they could use plastic, what's cheaper, but that's why I really love them, is because now I have all these mini glass bottles. I need to find a place where to store them actually, but you can reuse them super easily. Like, I love the little ones where the shots came in, because they're so perfect for dressing. So I will actually take my dressing to work in them once I go back to work. So, you know, that's also a good thing about Sapje. So yeah, it's actually that's a nice thing to say as well. Yeah, so there's some upsides and some downsides. I do feel in the end that there is a good reason for me to do it, but it doesn't always mean that other people should do it as well. For me, it did help me, but you really need to set your mind to it. Don't underestimate it at all. Like, really, please don't. And yeah, just see if it fits for me. I would love to hear if any of you started, and if you want some support, or if you want me to tell you more, just message me or ask me anything. Like, just send me a private message. I'm happy, like, if you don't want to put it out there in the comments. Yeah, just let me know. I'll get some feedback that people do like me to do some of my reviews for what I'm eating. I don't cook that intensively now because I need to get back into it and stuff. But when I do some fun cooking, I might just make another short video because people just told me they liked it. So kind of like how is the healthy lifestyle going now? So yeah, I'll do some maybe vlogs about that. I don't know yet. And then yeah, I'll see you guys then. I hope you enjoyed my videos. I hope you enjoyed the reviews, and yeah, leave me some comments leave me some feedback in the comments. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hear from you. Bye.